One of the key concepts of the Viewbox control is that elements in the HTML that the Viewbox renders can be designated as selectable. So here's a Viewbox that has been rendered by merging some complex JSON data into a template, but you can see that when we click on individual rows in the generated HTML here, nothing is currently happening, and that's because there's no portion of the template that was designated as selectable. But if we go now to this component over here, which is essentially the same component, but this time we've designated table rows here as being selectable. You can see when I click on a row, I'm basically getting an alert that tells me I clicked on invoice number 10643 and that I clicked on the second row in the Viewbox. So if I go now to invoice number, say 11011, and click on the second row there, you can see that there we have the alert telling us which invoice we clicked on and which row in the order details we clicked on. So let's go now to design mode and take a look at the definition of this Viewbox to see how that particular row in the list was made selectable. So we'll scroll down in the HTML template here to find where the actual rows in the order details or the order items section are rendered, and here are the rows. And you can see what we've done is we've added to the table row in the HTML template, we've added an A5-item attribute, which has made this into a selectable row, and we've said that the item associated with this attribute is called click on row. So click on row doesn't automatically make it selectable, it just basically assigns an item to it. But if we go to the definition of click on row over here, we can see that the selectable attribute has been turned on, and we've also specified that when that row is selected, that the class name of selected row should be defined. Then what you can see is in the event handler we're just alerting the V attribute, so that's the attribute that got set by A5-value. So if we go back now to our template, we can see that there's our A5-item attribute, and here's our A5-value attribute, and what we're alerting over here is the value of order ID from the parent of this order items array. So basically when we're over here, we're inside the order items array, so that means that order ID is not currently visible. So by using the special syntax square bracket parent over here, we're able to drill back up one level so that we can get access to the order ID value over there. So the order ID value is there, and we used square bracket parent dot order ID to get access to the value in the order ID field, which is just above the array we're currently iterating over. So we're currently iterating over the order items array, and then this curly bracket count one based is a special placeholder that gives us the one based count of the current row. So basically if I click on the second row in the iteration, this is going to be basically 2 over there. So this is how we basically pass the value to the click event when we click on the row, and then we just need to go take a look at what the CSS definition is for selected row. So if we go back now to our CSS, we can see that selected row is setting a background color of yellow, and also for the TD inside the selected row, we're setting the border left color to yellow and the border right color to yellow, because the TD itself has defined, if we go look at the TD, it has defined the border left and the border right colors over there. So this is how basically we make an arbitrary portion of the HTML that the Viewbox rendered into selectable content, and how we define the event handler for the selection event. Thanks very much for watching.